Hey guys, welcome back to Jon's Watch. Today I'm taking a look at a game called the Westport Independent. This game was released on Steam on January 21st, 2016. Its regular price is $10.99 Canadian or $9.99 US, and it's developed by 0010 and published by Coffee Stain Studios. Now if you've seen any of the screenshots of the game, or even just looking at the title screen here, you can see it has definite inspiration from Papers, Please. The art style is almost identical to Papers, Please, and the game summary even sounds pretty similar. The Westport Independent is a censorship simulator taking place in a post-war country, governed by the recently elected Loyalist Party. So it does sound... it's definitely in a similar setting to Papers, Please. The art style is very similar to Papers, Please. But I was very intrigued by the idea of the game. You basically play as the editor of one of the last independent newspapers in the country, and you have to either censor things or not censor things. So let's hop right in and take a look at it.
Do not print deceitful content that may harm the appearance of our country. Do not print deceitful content that may harm the appearance of the Loyalist government. Do not print deceitful content that may harm the appearance of the president. And do not print deceitful content that may glorify the acts of rebels or other criminals.
So basically don't print deceitful content. Okay, so I cut out most of that opening video, but basically it just taught you how to play the game. That's it. Okay, so we've got 12 weeks. You've got mail, oh great. Let's have a look. Dear editor, Phil has been putting up more Loyalist propaganda in the office. You know I can't stand this shit, so I decided to pull it down. Should be on your desk together with this note. Loyalist propaganda, eh? Let's have a look. Oh right, okay. So I think we're trying to like not do what the loyalist people are telling us to do. Oh god, that's my employees. Okay, here we are. Tutorial article, perfect. Censoring. One of the game's main mechanics is censoring articles. You do this by clicking on paragraphs that seem inappropriate. When censored, that content won't be shown to the public. It will affect neither their opinion, the government's suspicion of you. You can also change the headline, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, great. So that's kind of just like throw that away. Okay. Here's employees. When you've censored an article, it needs to be transcribed. To do this, put it in one of the named folders to the bottom right. Okay, so if I like print like a loyalist paper and give it to a rebel employee, then they'll probably change it or something. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of that. Okay, let's have a look at our paper. Loyalist government pursues harsher actions against suspected rebels. Okay, what's the alternate title? Loyalist government attacks the privacy of civilians. Oh god. I mean, you know, to start off with, I think we'll play it pretty safe. New reformist pass will hasten the arrest of rebel supporters. Oops. That's fine, right? The reform consists of exceptions in various privacy laws, allowing police to expedite search warrants. That sounds fine. Most of these exceptions apply to ex-criminals with relations to the rebels. However, some exceptions also apply to civilians who express disloyal opinions against the government. I think I want to take that last bit out. Okay, so who do I want to give that to? So that they lean a bit toward... okay, so Julie is more rebel. Oh, Phil is very loyalist. Frank is very rebel. And Anne's a little bit loyalist. So we want to give it to Phil, I think. Here we go. Phil. Get to work on that, you bastard. And the public culture bill is passed. Here we go. What's the other title? New bill has been passed, forces independent media outlets to shut down. We'll just leave it like that. The public culture bill that the government presented last year has today been passed. The purpose of the new bill is to stop the creation and distribution of incorrect. That's fine. And we will give that to... we'll probably give it to Anne. Here you go, Anne. Send to print. You haven't given every employee an article to write this week. Well, I don't have anything else. I don't want to give them fucking tutorial ones. It's stupid. There we go. Don't worry about the tutorial ones. People don't need to read that. Frank. You know, I've never been a big fan of the Loyalist government, but the public culture bill is even worse than I expected. That's great, Frank. Don't blame it on the government. Blame it on yellow journalism and the blatant lies that some newspapers post these days. There's nothing good about a misinformed public. Well, yeah, sure, but do you realize how much power the government will have over the media with this?
I agree with Frank on this one. I can't see how the public culture bill would be beneficial for anyone but the government. Well, media outlets like ourselves have a scary amount of power over people's opinions. But on the other hand, I don't think that giving that power to the government is a great idea either.
Phew, 4 different voices, shit. I probably would have been able to pay more attention to that if I wasn't focusing more on which voices I wanted to do. Oh god, here we go. News. Okay, so like everyone's quite loyalist right now. The North didn't really like any of that. The South liked it. Okay, cool. This bar illustrates your sales last week. Good. The container represents the people of that district. Okay. The light bar illustrates how many of those papers that were sold. The more you sell, the more popular you get. The more popular you get, the more papers you can distribute. People's opinion will affect your sales as well. Likewise, a well-selling paper will also affect the people's opinion. Okay, great. Good stuff. Okay, people's political opinion. I'm a little bit loyalist now. Loyalist suspicions of you is -9, so they are very trusting of me right now. My paper's total popularity is going up. Great. I've got mail. Oops. Oh, I already saw this go away. Okay, oh god. Okay, what's this? There's nothing more heartbreaking than a misguided public. In a world controlled by the media, the loyalist government will stop at nothing to protect the people from frivolous lies and irresponsible gossip. Okay, great, so that's more like propaganda. Let's just get rid of that. I'll just leave it up there. Okay, fine. Whoa, look at all this stuff. Okay. New health study shows benefits of tobacco. What can we change that to? Smoking kills. Oh, I see. So I can either have benefits of tobacco or smoking kills. Well, smoking does kill. Recent studies, cigarettes might have many interesting effects on the human body, like death. Larger tolerance to stress, we'll get rid of that. There we go, so now I can make this all about smoking and killing. Done. I don't really know who would want that. So I'll hold on to it for now and then I'll send it to someone. Oh no, maybe I should go by their personality. A parent, maybe? Lives alone? No. Loyalist supporter? Well done. Known for having doubtful opinions of the government. Okay, I'm going to give it to Anne, because she's a parent. And she'll want to teach her kids that smoking is horrible. Police prevent attempted bombing. Rebels suspect of attempted bombing of government offices. Well, they both sound quite good for the loyalists, I guess. Yesterday, a bomber was prevented from arming a large supply of explosives outside a government office. This occurred in a small van parked outside the building. The perpetrator was caught by a security guard who found the van suspicious. Okay, so what we can do is actually take out all references to rebels, and that doesn't give the rebels any kind of any notice or anything. Nobody's gonna take any notice of them. So let's give this to Phil. He's the loyalist supporter. Oh, why can't he write that? Who else is a little bit loyalist? I could try giving it to Julie. Or maybe you want to keep out all references to the bombing. Okay, let's have a look. So this is quite loyalist. Probably want to keep this out. Here we go, let's do the presidential statue. Yeah, we don't want that. Today, the government announced a new statue for of the president for Liberty Square. We won't tell them the cost. There we go, perfect. So we can give this to Phil, right? So let's get rid of this one for now. Phil, there you go, Phil. Well done. Which one was I going to go for? Improved equipment, yeah. Yesterday, the government announced a new set of policies. If the police fall, the people are left defenseless. We can't ever allow that to happen. Okay, they get military-grade equipment for riot control. So we'll get rid of that bit. and that's fine. Who should we, let's give that to Frank, I think. Oh no, we'll give that to Julie. Julie, good stuff. And here we go, we can give this to the rebel supporter. That looks fine. There we go, that's fine. And we'll give that to, who's the last one? Phil. Okay, let's send that to print. Let's see how that goes. Oh god, I don't remember her voice, I'm just going to read the girl voices normally. Look, I'm all for appreciating the arts, but honestly it feels like we're throwing away tax money on the president's ego. I know, isn't it enough that people are losing their jobs and homes in a recession? We don't need to get spit in our faces too. Both of you are overreacting. Yes, the city's in a bad place, but that's why we need to work on cleaning it up and raising people's spirits. And you think people will feel better by this huge stroke to the president's ego? That's bullshit, Phil, and you know it. Okay, so news of the statue is kind of angering people. That's what the rebels will want. Shit. Do I have any messages today? How'd that do? That's good, right? That's fine. We didn't sell much in the south this time. We sold a lot in the north, though. Well, the north is very, loyalist. They're still very trusting of me. I'm a bit more loyalist again. And my paper only went up a little bit. I've got mail. Oh, good. Oh, that looks like it's from the Loyalists. Dear Editor, as you're probably aware by now, when we were finally able to stop the notorious Northern Herald from spreading their lies to the public, we were also forced to shut down their affiliated marketing agency. As it so happens, your paper, the Westport Independent, used the same agency. This means from now on you'll have to take care of advertising yourselves. Additionally, because your affiliation with the perpetrators, we'll be keeping a close eye on you for the time being. Oh, that's fine. I'm being a loyalist right now. Okay, we're done that one. Basically, I'm just being a completely propaganda paper at this point. Even though, so far I haven't seen... Doesn't look like there's any downside to being a rebel, but I assume that would come up in the future. Here we go, this is a good loyalist one. Greatly improved medical care in state hospitals, thanks to new regulations. Oh, okay. Oh, that's just government funded, so we won't keep that. A new study claims that the state of local hospitals has improved over the last few months. Medical services have improved since the hospital administration fee doubled. And we'll get rid of that one. There we go. Easy. Who do we want to give this to? Let's see if we can give it to... We'll see if we can give it to Frank. I haven't seen him... Oh, proceed to layout. Wow. I haven't seen anyone mess with my stuff yet. We'll talk about the Northern Herald shutting its doors. That sounds fine. Yeah, we don't want that. Day after almost a century of publication, it's closed. That sounds fine, actually. That all sounds okay. So who would give this to? I don't think it really matters. Let's give it to the other... Julie. Actually, can I, like, switch them around? Yeah, I can. I can give this to Julie. There we go. Which other one do we want? We don't... Should we try it like a rebel one? We can make it really loyalist. This actually seems okay. We can give this to one of our loyalist people. Not like the super loyalist one. The slightly loyalist one. And the last one... Let's just go for this one, I suppose. Industrial giant Removal and Industries laid off 400 of his employees. Bad financial year. Sad to see many people go. We'll just get rid of that one. Here we go. There you go, Phil. Proceed to layout. Okay, cool. Pick articles from here and drag them onto an empty page. Oh, look at all this stuff that we're doing now. What was like our top one? This one. There we go. Now we can move on to marketing as well. So, what do we want to kind of bury? Probably this one. This one's might be important. There we go, and there we go. No celebrity stuff, that wasn't very good. Let's have a look at marketing. Drag slide to change your marketing focus between different districts. Wow, this is cool. So they must like reading about industrial. They like crime. Okay, so we want quite a bit in the south. Let's give them 30%. We want to give them a bit as well, like 20. And just kind of split these. Give them a bit more, actually. Is that okay? Yeah. You can also look here. Yeah, I've done that. Okay, cool. Let's publish that, see how that goes. Business seemed to be going really bad over at Remeval. No kidding. One of my friends says it's in complete chaos right now. There's a lot of spelling and typing errors in here. Oh yeah, you have a friend working there, don't you? Did he manage to stay on? According to him, he avoided getting laid off by a hair. I just hope things don't get worse over there. Why are they talking about Remeval? That wasn't even an interesting story, I didn't think. Oh, 9 weeks left. Let's see how we did last week, eh? Yeah, we sold a lot here because we advertised pretty heavily there. And east. Sorry if you can hear a bird outside. It's bird season, apparently. I don't know. Oh, +5 loyalists that time. Still no suspicion and a little bit of popularity. Maybe we'll start getting, like, threatening mail from the rebels. I don't see anything yet. Okay, well I'm going to leave my video there for now. So far it's a very cool game. It still seems very similar to Papers, Please, but it doesn't really look like... Oh my god, these fucking birds. It doesn't really seem it's as dangerous as Papers, Please. There doesn't really seem to be anything kind of on the line for me working in this paper company. I think that will probably change as you get further into it. I mean, I'm only on week 3 right now, so I've only done 3 weeks of it. And I assume towards the end it'll start, you know, I'll probably get threatened by the rebels and stuff, because I'm a very loyalist paper right now. But yeah, there just doesn't seem to be any threat at all in the beginning of the game. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! Okay, we need to think of a good fighter name, and I've got the perfect name. Our guy will be called...